Yo, what's up guys, and welcome back to our Canucks GM mode. So in last episode, we swept the Calgary Flames, and we're now on to round number 2 up against the Anaheim Ducks, who we've played many times also before in the playoffs. The final 8 teams are us and the Ducks, Colorado and Dallas, Toronto and Buffalo, and the Rangers and the Hurricanes. So our team is definitely playing great. Alexis Gravel had a good first 4 games as a starting goaltender in the playoffs, so let's see if he can continue that here in round number 2 against kind of a rival team, I guess you could say. So the Ducks defeated the Sharks in 7 games, and our AHL team actually is on also to round number 2 as they took out the Rochester Americans in a 4-game span. So let's take it to game number 1 here in round number 2 and see if we could get back maybe to that Western Conference Finals again. So first period, and we have a 1-0 lead. So Chris Wyman opens the scoring with a nice shot from the face-off dot, beating John Gibson, and we have a 1-0 lead after 1. Second period, and the Ducks offense comes through for Leslie, beats Gravel and Connor Brickley, and the Ducks have a 2-1 lead going into the third. Shots are 19-17 in favor of them, and Nazarov ties the game up right away to start the third. That's why I re-signed him. He's definitely going to be a good top defenseman for us after Uelivi is gone, or maybe even before Uelivi is gone. Are we going to go to an overtime in game number 1 here in Vancouver? Looks like we might. Yes, we are. So shots are 31-24 going into overtime. And are we going to take a 1-0 series lead, or are we going to fall down 0-1 and lose our first playoff game of this year? So overtime underway. We're getting some shots. They're getting some shots. Let's see if we can get that third goal. Last 10 minutes of the first overtime period. Penalty kill. Come on, kill that off. There we go. Is it going to go to double overtime? Yes, it is. So Alexis Gravel's keeping us in it. He's made 38 saves so far, but John Gibson is keeping the Ducks in it as well. He's made 34 saves himself. So the next goal is going to happen really quickly. So second overtime underway. Come on, boys. We need that goal, and the Ducks are going to get it. So we lose our first playoff game of the year, and our first one since we lost to the Ducks actually back last year in last year's playoff run. So Rantoul with the winning goal. So not a bad first game still. We came close to taking that 1-0 series lead, but we should have had a better second period than that. So that's the player stats, and I don't want to check the 3 stars. So I'm not going to change anything for game number 2, but if we fall down 2-0, I'm going to probably make some line changes. So game number 2 here in Vancouver. Come on, guys. We need to tie the series up. We can't lose both of our home games. First period, and it's a scoreless first period. Shots are 69 though in favor of us, so we're getting some chances, but John Gibson is shutting the door. Second period, and we got the first goal of the game again. So Vince Michalowski with his first NHL playoff goal, making it 1-0 going into the third. Come on, boys. We need to get an insurance marker here. Oh, and Lou Perreault beats Alexis Gravel. Alexis doesn't seem to be having as good of a series as last one. Come on, boys. We need to get that next one. Last 5 minutes here to the third, and Chris Wyman coming through with his second of the second round. Nice job, Wyman. We're heavily outshooting them, and we're going to hold on to a 2-1 victory. So John Gibson actually gave them a really good chance of winning that game. However, we managed to win. So Michalowski with another 2 points in that game. So he's got 5 points so far in this playoff run. So Alexis Gravel gets 3rd star, and Gibson gets 1st star. So at least we managed to tie up the series going back to Anaheim. Hopefully we could take a 2-1 or 2... come out of Anaheim tied, or we could come out of it with a 3-1 series lead. So game number 3 in Anaheim. I'm not going to change anything with the lines just yet because we haven't lost 2. So let's see if we can take a 2-1 series lead. So first period, and we have a 2-0 lead. Nice job, boys. Shifley and Nazarov. Second period, and it's still 2-0 us. So we're playing good defensive hockey right now. Let's see if it can continue here in the third period. So we got a penalty kill, and we kill it off. Another penalty kill, and we let in the goal. So Ricard Raquel pulls the Ducks within 1. Gravel's having a good game so far, though. 26 saves, and now he lets in another. Marco Dano ties the game up. Not a good third period here. But Chris Wyman again coming through with another huge third period goal, and we have a 3-2 lead. Is he going to get another game-winning goal in round number 2? Yes, he is. So Chris Wyman, with 3 goals in the first 3 games of round number 2, has given us a 2-1 series lead with a huge win in Anaheim. So really liking how I re-signed Wyman during the offseason. He's only making like just over $3.5 million for another year after this season too. So he's definitely a great bottom 6 player to have on the team. Great defensively, and he gets some offensive chances as well. So let's see if we could take a commanding 3-1 series lead headed back home. That would be amazing if we could do that. If we could steal both games in Anaheim. We did that with Calgary series. So first period, and we got the game's first goal again. So Jacob McEachern, another young 81 overall guy on the 4th line, comes through. And we have a 1-0 series lead. So our depth has been really good in this playoffs. It hasn't really been our top 6 at all. Second period, and we still have that 1-0 lead. So now we're playing very good defensive hockey, at least for the last 2 games. Let's see if we could lock it down here in the third. Power play. And we do score Bo Horvat. There's the top 6, and we have a 2-0 series, or not series lead, game lead in the game. Ferland makes it 2-1. We're out shooting them by like 10 shots, and we kill off a penalty. Last 5 minutes of the game. Time's winding down. Are we going to get another victory here, or is it going to go to overtime? And we're going to take it 2-1 and have a 3-1 stranglehold as we steal both games in Anaheim, and we are 1 game away from headed back to the conference final. So Michalowski with another assist in this game. So Michalowski is having a great rookie season. I don't know if he's going to win the Calder, because there was some good other youngsters that were ahead of him in the points during the regular season. So, but we've had a great last 3 games, only allowing 4 goals in the last 3 games, so just over a goal per game. So Alexis Gravel, his playoff record currently is 7-0-1. His only loss coming in overtime so far. So let's see if we could actually defeat the Ducks this quickly in 5 games. If we lose this game, I don't know if I'll do any line changes or not, but let's see if we could take it here on home ice. So first period, and we have a 2-2 game, so I'll take that. Nick Mutri makes it 1-0, but then Nazarov and Uelevi comes through, and we have a 2-1 lead. But then Nicholas Baptiste ties the game up at 2 late in the first period. Second period, and we have a 4-2 lead. Yes, guys, Albaline and McEachern. So the top 6 and then the bottom 6 come through, and we have a 2-goal lead once again headed into the third. Are we going to actually take this series in 5 games? No, we're not going to. Okay. The Ducks managed to get 3 goals, and what the hell is going on? 3 goals in the first, couple minutes, and they have a 5-4 lead now. What the hell just even happened? Gravel just all of a sudden, it's like, yeah, you could score, and Michalowski ties the game back up at 5. Uelevi gives us the lead 6-5. This is a crazy third period. Is that going to be it? No, it's not. 52 seconds left, and Rintoul ties it up. Wow, what the hell even just happened? Okay, so we were up 4-2 going into the third. Then Nick Schmaltz makes it 4-3. Manny Rantoul, I think his name was, makes it 4-4. And then Lou Perreault makes it a 5-4 game. However, Michalowski ties it up. And Uelevi gives us the lead 6-5. But then with 1 minute and 2 seconds left, Manny Rantoul makes it a 6-6 game. So it's going to overtime. This has not been a defensive game like the rest of the series has been, so let's see if we could take it here in overtime, and no, we're not. Michael Ferland wins it for the Ducks, 7-6. Gravel even got pulled because Lundberg was in that overtime, so it was a good offensive game. However, it just didn't work out in the end for us. So let's just take a look at some player stats, actually go back. I just want to see who got some points in that game. I'm not mad with that last loss because I think we could still win in Anaheim, but it was crazy. So Michalowski 2 points, Albaline 3, Uelevi 3, Scheifele 2, and then a lot of other players with just 1. Okay. And Alexis Gravel almost played the entire game, and then Lundberg let in 2 goals. 2 goals on 14 shots. I don't know why the computer put Lundberg in, even with the amount of goals. Well, maybe actually because of those 3 quick ones. Makes sense. Okay, so game number 6. Come on, guys. We need to end it here tonight. We need to actually go on to that conference finals again. I don't want to go to a game 7, so we're back here in Anaheim where we won 2 already. So first period, and the Ducks have the lead. Hutchins makes it 1-0. Shots are 12-7 in favor of us. Come on, boys. We need to get that next one. Second period, and we have a 2-1 game now. So McEachern ties the game up, but Nylander gives the Ducks the lead again. So if we could just have a good third period like last game, we might be able to take this. Come on, boys. We scored a lot in the last third period. Power play. We don't score. Last 10 minutes here. Come on, guys. There you go. Kevin Fiala ties the game at 2. Huge goal. He's got only 1 year left on his contract as well, so I don't know if we're going to re-sign him or what. And it's going to go to overtime in back-to-back games. So we are out shooting him 37-22. John Gibson is playing great this game in comparison to the last game. Come on, boys. We need to win this game. We need to win this power play. Come on, just end the series tonight, boys. And yes, we do. Bo Horvat, the captain, ends the game and the series. And your Vancouver Canucks are headed back to the conference finals for the 3rd straight season, I think. Yeah, 3rd straight season. Or maybe it's like the 4th straight season now. I don't even know. So McEachern from Enders and Nazarov, Fiala from Nazarov and Scheifele, and Horvat from Fiala and Ulevi. 3 stars in that game. Horvat with the game winner, Fiala with 2 points, and Nazarov with 2 points. So we managed to at least come through and win that series in 6 games after that crazy 5th game. So let's see who we're up against in the conference finals, and then we'll take a look at the player stats and we'll check who we are up against, or what the roster looks like for the team. So we're up against the Dallas Stars. While this seems really recent that we did this, we've played the Dallas Stars so many times in the conference finals. And we've also played the Ducks and the Flames a lot in the playoffs. So this is a really similar year to all of our past years, and our AHL team looks like they're on as well to the Calder Cup semifinals. So everything is good in our organization so far. Hopefully we can actually defeat Dallas again. Their record during the regular season, 46, 30, and 6. And then in the East, you got the Leafs and the Rangers. So we might have a different Stanley Cup final than last year, or we will have one for sure. So let's take a look at the player stats, and then we'll take a look at the Dallas Stars lines. I think Sagan might have retired by now, and Jamie Benn did, so Dallas might not be as much of a threat as we think they are. Hopefully we could be that Western Conference champion again. So Scheifele's leading with 12 points in 10 games. Ulevi 11 points. Mikulášek 8 points. Horvat 8 points. Alblin 7. Nazarov 7. Wyman 7. Fiala 6. And then everybody else is 5 and below. Nice. Okay. Goaltending. Let's see how Gravel's played. 8-0 for Gravel. Look at that. 2.37 and a 917 save percentage. No shutouts. And then Lundberg played a bit of one game, 6.39 goals against average, and a 857 save percentage. Okay. So that is that. Let's now take a look at what the Dallas Stars lines look like. I'd assume they still have players like Denis Gurianov. They might still have Sagan. I don't know, though, because I think he might have retired last season, but I could be wrong. No, Sagan's still there. Oh, Sagan's looking for that one last Stanley Cup. Hopefully we could end his dreams right there, because he's probably like 35 by now, I assume. So let's view opponents. So Ty Ronning, 83. Tyler Sagan, 91. 34 years of age. Denis Gurianov, 87. So very good too here. But Ronning's a little bit weak, but I think I saw he had a really good regular season. Yeah, he had 62 points in the regular season, so this guy actually might be good still. Klima 82, Johnson 83, and Fromm 83. Okay. And then third line, Wolski 81, Nick Merkley 84, and Jason Dickinson 83. And then fourth line, you got Makovsky 80 overall, Glenn Gawdin 82, and Pedersen 82. Defensively, John Carlson 87, John Klingberg 89. That's a nice top 2. Julius Honka 85, Emily Rasanen 87. A nice second defensive pairing. And Parker Walderspoon 82 and Frederick Zibanejad 81. Okay, it's not a bad defensive core. Goaltending, Travis Warner 84 and Martin Jones 83. Scratch, they have Kip Winquist and Miroslav Bartovic. Okay. And let's just take a look quickly at the overall things. So who has the better overalls and what? So we have better offense, we have the same defense, and we have better goaltending. So we should be the better team going into this conference finals, but you never know. So anyways, guys, that's going to do it for this episode of our Canucks GM mode. So next episode, we will take on the Dallas Stars in the conference finals. So thank you guys for watching. See you guys next time.